All right, so let's talk about nominal versus real returns. What is a nominal return? A nominal return is the amount of interest you generate in an investment before thinking about taxes, fees, or inflation. So let's just think about inflation. Let's say I have $100 and I get an 8% return. I didn't really get the whole 8% or $8 because the cost of everything in the world, i.e. inflation, is going to actually make me earn less than that whole 8%. So let's give an example. Let's say that today I have $10,000. I'm going to continue to invest $500 per month, earning 8% for 30 years. If you put that into a financial calculator, in 30 years, I'd have about $855,000. Now think about that. Today, $855,000 might sound like a good chunk of money, but in 30 years, is it really that much money? The answer is no, because inevitably, inflation, or just the cost of things going up over time, is going to eat away at the value of my money and the value of what I can really purchase with that big chunk. So if we do some reverse engineering, that $855,000 in 30 years, it's really only worth like $348,000 today. Again, real versus nominal returns make a huge impact because inflation really eats away your wealth over time. So how do we really calculate the real return? Is it as simple as the nominal 8% minus our 3% inflation? Not quite. There's a formula, which we'll show you what the formula is. You basically do 1 plus your rate of return divided by 1 plus inflation minus 1. Again, we saved you some of the work because it's a little complicated, but the bottom line is, in my example, my real return would have been 4.85%. So now we redo our math. Investing $500 a month plus my current $10,000 at 8% for 30 years, my real wealth would be equivalent to about $448,000 in today's dollars. Again, knowing what your wealth is going to be in today's dollars is valuable because it's hard to know what we can really afford to spend 30 years from now because we're trained to really only know what things cost today. So maybe you like the math, maybe you don't. Maybe you say, I get the real rate of return, but 400,000 isn't enough for me. I want to have $1 million. Well, we can easily put that into a calculator. And again, following the same math, if you wanted to have $1 million instead of 448,000, instead of $500 a month, you'd have to invest $1,183 a month. So it pays to know how this stuff works because your goals are important and you want to make sure you're on the right path. Hope you enjoyed this. Again, this was nominal versus real returns.